Carthage, a country that was once Rome's eternal rival until it wasn't. But did you know that you can also form the country of Carthage in my video game, Europa Universalis 5, specifically by starting as the country of Tunis and by conquering your weaker neighbors and enemies over in the Maghreb and then fighting major European powers to take control over the Mediterranean islands and finally forming Carthage. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be starting off as Tunis, what is actually one of the more powerful countries around the Mediterranean basin, backstabbing our allies, integrating our subjects, and gearing up for massive wars versus the Kingdom of Naples, which might become the Two Sicilies, Aragon, and various other naval powers. Without further ado, let's jump in as Tunis and then as Carthage, and maybe even cross the Alps. Alright, here we are as the Hafsid Sultanate of Tunis, ladies and gentlemen, what is supposedly the 32nd most powerful country in the world, and I gotta say, I agree, man, we are pretty powerful. You know, we start off with a pretty urbanized land, honestly. We have 6 cities, which is more than probably any country we can see on the map. Aside from Egypt, I guess? Yeah, we got a lot of cities over here. We also do start off with a bunch of subjects, as you can see, some vassals, some tributaries and whatnot. And in order to form the Carthage right here, you can see the highlighted provinces that we need to own, which is basically a very large portion of the Maghreb, along with, Sicily. And we do have some cool, unique things that are going to appear for us. So, yeah. The game plan right here, man, is going to be to integrate all of these vassals right here. You know, we start off allied with Morocco as well, who's at war with Tlemcen. They might call us in, so we'll see what we can do for that. And honestly, my goal for this campaign is to own this area, this area, this area, this area, Sicily, Sardinia, this island right here, and then these islands right here, and, you know, project sort of dominance in the Mediterranean. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, we are gonna allow slave religion right here. Let's take a look at our thingies right here. So because we do have a lot of subjects, and I think we are gonna continue to play with subjects, I definitely do want to pick up diplomatic traditions. So let's just go autocracy and diplomatic traditions. And let me set up the rest of the estates. We do have quite a lot of estates, actually. We also have the Dhimmi, of course, because we are Muslim, and yeah, we got tribes as well. Lots of tribesmen that need to be converted into commoners so they can do more work for us. Alright, estate stuff done. Granted a bunch of stuff to the nobles, to the clergy, to the burghers, so that's good. As Tunis, we do start off with plus 10% culture's capacity right there, which is awesome. And we do have a couple of more things right here. Galley power and galley maintenance, that's awesome. Minus 10% separatism, that's also awesome. Tunis, alright, starts off even more powerful than I thought, man. Oh, another thing right here. We can do privateers, and, you know, privateers will raid for slaves. That's not really too relevant for our gameplay, honestly. So there we go. Morocco is calling us into this war versus Tlemcen. I wonder if we do it, honestly, because, you know, Morocco is actually going to take land that I'm interested in. And in fact, it already has land that I'm interested in. No point in staying allied to these guys. It's not like we're going to need their help or says anyone. I'm going to decline their offer. And there we go. I don't even want that alliance with Morocco, man. But another good thing is, of course, we do have our own market right here, which is awesome, and we're already actually making a frick ton of money right here at the start. I'm gonna max this out, max this out. Well, maybe we don't need to do that, huh? It's actually pretty low, so let's not max those out. Wow, look, dude, we can build so many buildings that make us so much money. Look at what the Tannery, Jewelers Guild, and Slave Market gives us. Yeah, let's put down a couple. In these, we're gonna do Jewelers Guilds as well. Very nice. Slave Market, and we already got some. Wait, why doesn't it sort it by that? There we go. I don't want him there. There we go. That's where I want him. Nice. Yeah, that's actually nutty, bro. That's actually nutty. So many buildings we can do. Okay, initial construction started. Maybe I should have kept some of that money for boats or whatnot, but we're all right. What about wharfs? Let me see that. Okay, we're good on wharfs. We can't do docks yet, probably. Yeah, that's gonna slow us down with our conquest versus the Europeans, but we're all right. Something that's actually not that good for Tunis is this entire cultures thing that's going on in the Maghreb. It's like, it's so tough to, you know, to get a hold of, man. If we take a look at it right here, obviously we're not even majority, actually. We're just plurality Tunisian, Chaoui, Kabyle, and Algerian. Now, Chaoui is not even accepted, dude. It's not even accepted. And, you know, they are Maghrebi, but they are Amazigh Maghrebi more than Arabic Maghrebi, which is... There's going to need to be culture conversion and religious conversion in this campaign, so I guess it is going to be kind of a tall playthrough, isn't it? But yeah, obviously now it's not a problem because everything we have is a core, but like Zenati will have to accept, Algerian probably, we'll see. And you know, a lot of these tributaries I do want to turn into vassals, whereas vassals, we do want to annex some of them, man. Yeah, let's start improving with everyone. Now, I'm looking at the subjects right here. Jirid, Toghurt, and Mazab. What about Orgla right here? They're a subject of Zab. Yeah, these 4 guys, I'm not interested in owning myself directly. So we'll just be annexing, you know, these other guys. All right. Yeah, this is not good. Actually, they both freaking suck balls. Either we lose prestige and legitimacy, or estates lose satisfaction, and... Nah, let's invite the Moroccan guy. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem. We got a coup attempt because we're lower than 30 legitimacy. Actually, we're at 0. Okay, time to lose money for a bit. How the hell did this happen? We're making so much money. Okay, first parliament time. I guess we need to, you know, sort of push through this initial struggle right here. So with this first parliament, I think I'm just gonna change up some laws. And I accidentally clicked on ask for larger levies. That's awesome that there's no confirmation. Still, okay, we can do that. Let's see. Well, we want to do itinerant court here for sure. Damn, we could have done 2 law changes if I didn't misclick. Oh well, there we go. 1 law change. All right, 30 legitimacy. Disaster averted. We can go back to making money. So I was chilling. We were almost back to making money. I was losing just like half a ducat a month. I got independence declared on me? What the hell? Dude. So, Jirid allied some other vassals and they brought in Tlemcen. And now these guys are rebelling. Now, this is actually not that bad because like I just said earlier, these guys I don't really care for. Right? I don't give a frick what Jirid or Ugala, Mazab, and Toghurt do. But these guys are in as well. Hellis. What do we do here? Do I beat these guys up and like separate piece eat them? And then white piece these other guys? Because I'm really not interested in owning that land. It's too far away and this is probably like one of the worst areas visually in the entire game. I just don't want to have anything to do with it, so... Well, you know, these guys have already been knocked out. If I white piece them, what happens? Probably nothing happens. I don't have the option to make them a vassal, but then again, I don't know if these guys were a vassal or just a tributary. I don't know, this is kind of silly. I didn't expect to be doing this right now. We don't care about aggressive expansion here at all. Let's just take these guys then. Okay, that's land I wanted to own, that I now own. I don't know, can we separate piece these guys, make them a vassal, maybe? No, we can't. Yeah, this is strange. This is strange. Do I just go in on Tlemcen, maybe? Let me see, what can we do with Tlemcen? They're actually really, large. Yeah. We won't get coalition, but we can't even full annex them. I think I just white piece these guys, man. What? Zab isn't even what? What is Zab? Zab is a tributary, that's right. You can convert these guys to a vassal. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat some ass and then white piece them, man. Don't care. The thing about these guys is they don't even have, forts, you know? Alright, well, I've beaten them up enough. Yeah, I don't want anything from anyone right here, man. Maybe we, I don't know, do something like this? Oh, they won't even actually accept that. It's at 0. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Why not? Let's take something from Tlemcen, too. Why not? Alright, separate piece on Tlemcen. Take that. War reps, little bit of money. And now I just get, I don't know, war reps and money from these guys? Yeah, cool. Okay. That's actually even easier for me. Okay, let's continue improving with Zab so we can make them into a vassal. One of these guys already liked me, so there we go. These guys I'm gonna start annexing, Gafsa. And let's release someone over here. Yeah, let's just release whoever was there, man. There should be a historical one right there. So, create subjects, historical, and that's Tellus once again. Yeah, keep them, why not? There we go. Okay, back to trying to make money and paying off loans. Oh wait, so a white piece does keep them as my subject. Tribute. Yeah, they are tributaries. Dude, I don't even care about that, man. How much do they even pay me? Yeah, they pay me like pennies. Whatever. Okay, finally more law changes. Let's swap to favor the ruler right here, and let's see if we can do... Yeah, we can do that. And that, and let's do another law change. We're gonna change the feudal de jure law to by blood. There we go. That's, I think, all the laws we want to change. Nice. Way rockier start than I thought we'd have, man. I completely forgot about that Tunisian Sultan thing, which I do remember from when I played Morocco. Also, the reason we're not making like any money right now is mainly due to legitimacy and low crown power and stuff like that. We'll get that sorted. It's just, yeah, nothing we can like immediately do for it. Well, let's just continue annexing vassals. Why not? The good thing is that the estates are building stuff, so that's obviously going to help with the economy too. Morocco did finally take half of Tlemcen, so in our next war we should probably be able to finish them off and honestly even release them as a historical subject. And then just take back the rest of their cores from Morocco. It is going to take like really long to integrate them then, but not a problem. Black Death is here. Ugh. Okay, Black Death sort of blazed through us. We actually didn't lose that many people on the Black Death, man, which is nice. Making money-ish right now. You know, some months we are, some months we aren't. It's like here and there, but I'm slowly going to start paying off loans. Cancelled subjects on these guys down here because they were joining up on independence movement. I was not about to do another war for no reason. I don't even want them. I don't need them, so it's fine. Pretty close to getting Zob up to 150 so we can change them to vassals. Yeah, we do need 150. And next parliament, man. Yeah, we hit Tlemcen. I think it's all right. I think we're finally starting to stabilize. We're at 70 legitimacy anyway. We got some nice events to fire advisors for legitimacy, so... Yeah, the only negative thing about this is we got a regency, but even regency will be over quickly, so we'll make even a little bit more money. Finally up to 20% crown power. We dropped it down way, way low when that new guy came in. So that was really the reason we were losing money. But yeah, it's not bad at all, man. It's not bad at all. Obviously, this subject over here has been integrated as well. We did gain some cores from it, not on, you know, Chaui and Mozabite culture, but that's okay. Don't have any prestige. I do want to accept this one. Oh, we don't even need Parliament for Tlemcen. They're a rival. Cool, we'll just use Destroy Enemy then. I'm already spying on them. Now, we do already have some roads. I just gotta expand Gravel Road. Burgers built some up as well. Is this a wise use of our resources? Why not? Look at that. New Sultan and an event for like 170 ducats. I like that. Oh, wait, they need to want to become a vassal, right? Different primary culture, cultural influence, tax base, number of subjects with limited diplomacy. Is that... Yeah, they won't accept, will they? What else can I do? Okay, well, I guess that's not that simple. We can always just ditch these guys and fight them too. It literally doesn't matter, but... Started annexing another subject, this guy right here, just putting down some libraries for cultural influence. Oh, 15 prestige from an event. Chowi. 1.2. We got 2.75, so we can... Okay, Algerian is super cheap, so I'm gonna do it immediately. Let's do this one, because we just conquered a land right there, and this one already takes up 0.4. It'll take up 1.2. What are the other cultures we need to get in? Zenati, I guess. Libyan. Yeah, it's actually not bad, man. I'm gonna... But wait, what's the point of accepting Chowi? There's no point, is there? No, nothing we're gonna conquer is gonna be... Yeah, there's no point in accepting Chowi. Okay, cool. Well, this one is accepted and this one is. Cool. Alright, that just gave us some cores. We're gonna convert a lot of this, of course, later. Right now, we're still focusing on these things. So I offered Zob market access preference and sent them a gift. Now they will accept becoming our vassal. Excellent. That's good. Oh, wait. I just realized I own land I don't actually want to own. This little province right here. Can we sell it to these guys? Dude, 2 parliaments have come since I started building up that CB. I really should have done it through parliament. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, they don't want to give me money for it, but... There we go. Cool. Oh, how did this become our core? Oh, it's only one location. It's just a weird shape. Okay, I didn't do anything. It just happened. Cool. Finally got that CB on Tlem. Oh my god, Morocco just hit them too? Frick me. Ugh. Well, Morocco was way, way faster than me, which is actually alright. if Morocco takes everything here and I just vassalize the rest of them, it's less aggressive expansion like this and more that we can take later, you know, cores and stuff like that. So it's okay. Let's just wait for Morocco to wrap this up and get these guys home because I don't want them to attrition. Now, up north in Europe, Aragon has been severely weakened by Castile right here. Castile is actually looking pretty aggro this campaign. Of course, not on Granada. They never are. But Aragon has lost Cagliari right here. That makes it easier to conquer these guys. Now, I would go in. I just need some transports. In fact, you know what? I messed up a little bit over here. What I'm going to do is take 2 of these galleys, man, and delete them. Just so we can get some sailors up so we can build up a transport or 2. And then we can, like, move on. Cagliari, Arborea right here. Yeah, all of these guys are weak. All of these guys are weak, and taking this early and establishing a Sardinian subject right there would be awesome. Of course, I'm going to force them to be, I don't know, Sunni. Hey, speaking of forcing, hold up. Hold up, I'm annexing these guys. Why don't I usually don't enforce culture. I don't see the point really most times, but maybe I should enforce culture on like Zab, Tripoli, and Tellus. Well, Morocco did wrap it up, which works for me, dude. Yeah, this works for me. So there we go, we've completely eaten these guys up. I'm gonna make them a fiefdom. Take all of their money. Nice. So when we fight Morocco, all of these cores can go to them. That's awesome. And yeah, that's like the entirety of the Maghreb and the Atlas-High Plateau. I was looking at this map all the time. I was like, why isn't there cores here? It's just impassable terrain. So yeah, really only a couple of locations here that we want from Morocco. These 5 then aren't a Tlemceni core. Hey, that works excellently for me, man. Okay, there we go. We rivaled Morocco. Alright, I did force Tripoli to be Tunisian. That's why they're so mad. Yeah, vassals are so rowdy in this update, man. They immediately create independence movements. Look, and Hungary obviously always blows up. That's interesting to see. Yeah. Okay. We'll see if these guys can get someone to support them. Probably not. If it's these guys, I don't care. If it's Morocco, I also don't care. Now, if they get someone like Egypt, that's gonna suck balls. Dude, I wonder how it is with France's subjects, man. But I guess it's different there because of the 100 Years' War, too. And look at Brittany, it's under England, wow. I haven't seen Brittany do that. Now, we are more powerful than Morocco. Maybe they expended some troops while fighting Tlemcen, and they're allied to Granada, but generally they won't do anything. The problem with Morocco is the forts. And there's 2 right here, so... yeah, I wonder, do we go in on these guys first? Just fight Cagliari? Eat them up, create a custom Sardinian subject right there so they like me more? Alright, so we've spent a little bit of time building up. Economy is really roaring right now, which is awesome. I built up 1 cog, and I just realized we can actually pull out quite a lot of naval levies. So I got a CB on Cagliari right here. They are still solo. Let's go ahead and start pushing into Italy. I did, you know, sort of wanted to do it gradually and roleplay, you know, like first we annex the vassals, then we expand over here, then we build up, then we go for the islands, but I think we just take these opportunities as they come, you know? But aside from that, at home, man, everything is a core right here, you know, still mostly Tunisian, annexing Gabe, so, you know, the proper focus of our heartland does continue. I'm also building up some roads manually, so control is increasing, so, you know, we're not just engaging in mindless blobbing, we're playing a little bit of tall here as well, so, yeah, there we go. Let's declare on these guys and pull out the naval levies. Probably don't need all of these armies, honestly. Let's just get these guys up. Oh, okay, landing wasn't bad at all. Well, that's an easy dub right there. Do I just vassalize Cagliari? Whoa. That's a lot. What the hell? What if I take this? Cagliari is not going to exist, so we're still going to get a coalition out of the Italian guys here, honestly. Now, if these guys declare, we're going to have no problem with them since they can't even land, but yeah, I'm actually going to make them a vassal in that case. Take all of their money, and then because, you know, they are Sardinian culture, whenever we take over Arborea and these other guys, well, we'll just eat that up. So, yeah, disband levies, disband naval levies. Perfect. We even captured a ship, actually. A fishing boat that we can upgrade. That's awesome. Yeah, let's go back home, man. I need to be looking out for promote urbanization in the parliament now, since we do want to have a lot more coastal towns and cities, man. Yeah, it's nice having all of these, you know, immediately right off the bat, but we need more. We need way more for control, for wars, for docks. I actually didn't get coalition, which is all right. There we go. Another subject has been annexed. We're probably not going to get cores on any of them. Actually, we got like 2. Yeah, but most of it isn't going to be because it's Eastern Amazigh culture. Now, let's see. We probably, yeah, we got space, definitely. And these guys, yeah, they're not that expensive as well. I could accept it. I could accept it. Yeah, let's accept it. Why not? There we go. We're still good. There we go. Everything except for this little Libyan bit right here is accepted, which I also will accept Libya once I annex these guys up. You know, there was no point in making these guys convert, man, because Tunisian is simply just so much more powerful than all of these, and it's basically impossible for them to convert anything. I mean, I did it ages ago, and it's still only at 13%, so really no point in making these guys do any of that. But yeah, I know it's super far away, and we won't have good control in Tripoli and Entellus right here, but I do want to annex these guys as well. These guys are disloyal, so we can just do these other guys. But yeah, already improved with the Italian guys, man. Naples and Sicily and the Iberians already love me once again, so I think it's time to go back to Morocco. Now, they outnumber me a little bit. They got some regulars. Do I got, I wonder, do I have a sergeantry? I do. Okay, that's where the manpower is from. We can already do banking. I'm still researching some stuff from the regular tree, but there's actually a lot of stuff here we don't really care about. Let's only do the Navy stuff, and then I'm actually going to get into banking. Build up a real fleet, because we do need to be a proper naval power as soon as. And the Mediterranean galley will actually help quite a lot with that, too. Dude, settling tribesmen is like... we're almost done here. This guy does about 1,000. Wait, he doesn't do about 1,000 per month. I guess some of them automatically, like, become... I don't know. There's no point in doing this, is there? At least not while we have more important matters to, you know, to tend to. Well, actually, you know what? We're making enough money to where I can upgrade those coastal towns myself. Annexing both Tripoli and Tellus right now, as you can see. After that, we'll be left with Tlemcen, Zab, and Cagliari. Built up 2 towns over here just around the capital. Immediately, of course, wharf, library, temple. Wharf, sailors, library, influence, and institution growth, temple, control. Simple. We actually just got follow through on threat on Morocco via Tlemcen, and it's valid for 5 years, so they just got it. We are more powerful. They also got Topilop. Can't forget about that. Granada, we don't know if they can even come here, so follow through on threat is pretty good for Ujida. Ah, but it's right there. Ports are maintained. We could do this. It is, I think, possible to take everything that's a Tlemceni core in one war. Do we just wait a little bit more or not, is my question. Antagonism's alright. Wait, no, that's not me. Yeah, but it's still alright. Maybe we do ask for larger levies and go for it? Oh, we do only want this. We do only want that. What's that? That's mostly Zenati and Algerian. Algerian, did I already accept? I did. We can do Zenati too. That's really all we need. And Libyan later. We'll convert these up there. Yeah! Yeah, let's fight Morocco. Why not, man? Why not? Why am I even thinking about it that much? Okay, there we go. Let's get the parliament right here. We'll just do expand gravel road network, which is nice, actually. We'll ask for larger levies. And I will build up some roads, because why not? I do want roads. Too bad we can't do any bridges. There's no freaking rivers in Tunis. Yeah, like at all. What river is that? And this one right here, that's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing here, dude. That sucks. Now we can get... How many levies can we get now? I've already been yapping for 2 minutes. It didn't change too much, did it? Now it changed. That's good. Yep. Let's go. Let's kick Morocco's ass, baby. All right, while we're in this war, let's go ahead and nab banking, which is awesome that we got it first, because that is the one I wanted most. I already mentioned that, I think. Moving down to the dock immediately. We're grabbing the bark. I think we're just gonna go galley heavy here, man, since we have so many galley bonuses, right? Protected harbor, not that necessary. Yeah, we also want to go down this route. Grab bureaucracy, rag paper, counting house. Grab the transport, entrepot, maritime presence, pound lock canal is also coastal. It's not just on river, right? Yeah. We'll do the literacy too. Is there any galley stuff here? I always forget. Trade efficiency, that's a unique one. Saharan trade, very nice. No, there's no galley stuff here, is there? Oh, good thing we already have galley stuff, huh? Dude, some of my boys even went to Granada. Shout out Cagliari, dude. Okay. Okay, these are the 2 forts we gotta nab, which is alright. This one is falling super quick, even though it's full garrison. Look at this. Yeah, Now, Tlemcen is primary Zenati culture. That's good. You know what? In fact, I think I will give them everything, dude. Even the stuff that's not their core, this little, yeah, whatever, this little bit right here that isn't their core, I'll give them that as well. It's gonna be a pain to annex these guys, I know, so we'll start it as soon as possible, but that's okay. All right, during this war, we've annexed little Tripoli right there. 61 out of 168 on Tellus. All right, a little overkill on the occupations and the war score here, but let's transfer everything to Tlemcen. This is gonna be a little annoying. Right click, there we go. And it is possible, perfect. Only 58% war score to take pretty much the entirety of Al-Maghreb, Al-Awsat, and the Atlas High Plateau right here. That's the peace deal. It all goes to Tlemcen. Most of it is their core, so it's awesome. War reps, all of their money. That's it. Okay, there we go. We've wrapped that up as well. Perfect. Let's improve with these guys and start annexing them immediately because it's gonna take so long. But there we go. Another war wrapped up. Antagonism, not bad at all. We're chilling. So yeah, let's get to integrating Tlemcen, finish doing these guys, start up Zab, which we can do. And then we got a couple of more guys to take down right here. Now let's examine the situation. Arborea, easy to take down. They're actually allied to this small guy. Corsica, easy to take down. Sicily, I guess, is like our mid-range rival right here because they are decently powerful. And they're allied to Venice, who's got a really powerful navy, so we got to build up hard for that. And let's see, is Aragon easier? I would put Aragon and Sicily on the same level. Actually, no, Aragon will be our final enemy, I guess, for this little bit right here in these islands. Okay, cool. In the meantime, integrating subjects, culture converting, religion converting, all that good stuff. And of course, building up the economy even more. Just tolerated Libyan. Once we get more prestige, we'll accept it because it's super cheap. Yeah, and the urbanization along the coast here continues. Finally, dock. Hey, usually increased naval infrastructure builds docks. Why isn't it doing it now? Okay, now that we're done maxing everything out, I actually maxed out Diplo, so annexation of these guys is gonna go way faster. Okay, all relevant docks are being constructed right now, although I will continue with coastal urbanization right here. There's still quite a lot of provinces in and around Tunis that we can build up, like, well, actually, no, those aren't coastal. What the hell? That one. Yeah, that one for sure. These two, no need. Let's just do that one and this one too, because there actually is quite a lot of people here. Even though it's not coastal, of course. Now, I think also as Tunis here, man, we can, you know, make quite a good use of local and naval governors. Local, we are going to be pretty big right here. We can only do one of these, right? Yeah, and then naval governor would probably be pretty dope for Sicily. Or even, you know, but it is already coastal. Tricky. We'll experiment. As for religion, it's not a problem. Oh, there's Catholic people here. Interesting. Who lives there? Okay, but yeah, we're doing converting. You know, if we take a look at the religion right here, we are like 98% Sunni. So even though some provinces are striped with the body and Catholic, it's not bad. Culture-wise, though, we're finally majority Tunisian. Yeah, these other ones are definitely shrinking a little bit. Going centralized bureaucracy here, as always. Tellus has been annexed. Perfect. We definitely need a fort over here, dude. Yep. Okay, still annexing Zab, but let's start Tlemcen as well. It's 924. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, it's not even progressing. Cultural influence, Zenati cultural tradition, multiple annexations. Yeah, okay, let's finish up Zab then. We'll do it. For such harsh terrain, control isn't bad. Oh, actually, dude, we're apparently it's not all of these locations. Because I already got 97 out of 105. You know, just hovering over it right here at the start, I thought, you know, everything highlighted is 105 provinces, but no. Should it be this easy to form Carthage? I feel like you need to have something here in order to form it, but then again, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, that means that once we annex Tlemcen or fight Sicily, we'll form Carthage. Okay, but yeah, now sailors are looking absolutely excellent, man. So let's actually go ahead and dock this fleet right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and build up the sort of battle/transport fleet right here. Let's get another. All right, money. Well, either way, I'll get up like 15 more galleys, so we'll have 20 galleys, 10 transports, and then I'll build up a 20 light ship fleet to, you know, maritime patrol. Meanwhile, aggressive expansion with the Italian guys is non-existent, so I think next parliament we go in on Arborea. Or maybe we just build up the fleet first and then go in on Arborea. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be about right on time. Okay, built up the navy and upgraded galleys to hulks. Not making money right now because we're getting stability and legitimacy up because our sultan just died. But also got a CB on Arborea. Annexation of Zab is going as expected. We still don't have universities though. I need that for cultural influence. Okay, we're actually almost done with banking stuff, so we'll move on to Renaissance. Professional armies isn't needed until we fight Sicily or Aragon. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight Arborea, man. We'll eat them up and give everything to Cagliari, along with these tiny guys right there that are only, well, apparently 3 provinces big. There's the declaration. I'll just get up, yeah, these guys should be enough. No need to get naval levies. Cool, well, that was simple enough. There we go. We're gonna transfer all of this to our boys. Just like that. Yeah, they'll have an easy time integrating it. Not bad at all. Perfect. Incompetent heir. Oh, Cagliari formed Sardinia. Right, of course. Vassals can form countries in this game. Nice. What's going on elsewhere in the world, though? Castile has sort of stopped its expansion versus these two guys, at least. This is normal. Decent Ottomans that are actually now fighting Bulgaria. That's very exciting. I hope they can actually push into the Balkans. Hungary blown up, as always. That's the latest stuff. I wonder if those are Polish subjects down there. They actually aren't. Interesting. HRE normal. No crazy blobbing by France or Bohemia. Fat Brandenburg. Denmark being a subject of Scania. That's a thing. Nice Timurids. Yep. Oh, I got prestige. What do we want to do? Accept Libyan, right? Yeah, there we go. And once again, everything is our core. Perfect. How is this going? Yeah, my guys are assimilating and converting. I got it on automatic, but they are doing that stuff anyway. Yeah, we've knocked down the other religions. I just show them off. No real change because there's so few people of the other ones. And yeah, we're definitely converting Chaui right here at least. Pound Lock Canal has been unlocked. We can build it in all the coastal cities, which of course we're gonna. Pound Lock Canal is pretty powerful. There we go. What? On me? Who the hell was in the HRE? Oh, these guys were in the HRE. Wait, Sardinia is in the HRE, right? Yeah. And they got a union going. Wait, why does it say Cagliari right here when it's actually Sardinia? Yeah, they're in a union with Aragon. That's okay. They can't do anything about this, so we don't care. Hell no, I'm not giving you this. And I'm not gonna suffer the penalties either, dumbass. Sardinia is. Dude, we got some massive rural settlements that we need to upgrade. Whoa. Okay, Meschiana is the first one. Have they added going to here? Nope, they haven't. Meschiana. Meschiana, there it is. Yeah, wow, 43,000 people. Yep, let's at least upgrade them to towns. What's our biggest town? That one. We can... Kairouan. We can make it into a city. Doesn't matter. Yeah, holy. We need to get like all of these that are up until 20k. We got such populous locations, man. We actually got a lot of people. But yeah, so far, man, the easy guys are... Or, well, actually, no. Corsica. But yeah, now they're in the HRE. Earlier, none of these guys were. They've actually joined up. Wow, is the HRE finally working as it's supposed to? I'm on 1.1.6, by the way. Yeah, look. Dude, it actually hasn't shrunk. All of these guys are in. Other guys down here have joined. Some French vassals have also joined. That's crazy. I like that a lot. The Italian thing is probably over. Yeah, it's over. They've decided to stay. That's one thing I think should be the other way around. I don't think the Italian guys should stay like every game. I think really it should be they should leave 75-80% of the time. But that freaks us on Corsica. It wasn't one I initially wanted to get since it's not its own area. It's part of Liguria and Corsica. So we don't really have to go for it, but I mean, it's Bohemia and friends. Corsica, Brandenburg, and Friend, and Florence. Realistically, who's gonna come here? No one. None of these guys have boats. None of these guys can get boats. Bohemia and Friends can't. Brandenburg could, but they won't. Florence could, but it doesn't matter. I can still do this. It's just gonna be tough war score-wise, but yeah, this is so doable, dude. What's this? Yeah, not right now. Next parliament, next parliament. We still got so many peasants, sorry, not peasants, tribes people in our country, man. It is decreasing, 309k, so it is organically decreasing, but Yeah, still quite a lot. What about slaves? Okay, not that much, okay. Oh, there's actually some more Tunis stuff over here. +1 diplomatic capacity, and this too. Burghers trade capacity and burghers estate satisfaction. Damn, man, Tunis has got a lot of stuff. Yeah, like surprisingly a lot. Is there any stuff in professional armies? I'm not seeing it so far. Probably not. Oh, clutch. I just got loyal subjects and it ticked over Zob. Nice. It dropped it down from 222 to 170. Awesome. Let's see. Do we get cores on this? What culture is this? On most of it, except on Chaui and Mozabite. Now, I did just start researching more culture's capacity. There we go. It's down there. So we are going to be at 375. Chaui is relatively cheap to accept. Mozabite is actually pretty expensive. And we will need to do Zenati, which is not that expensive. So, frick it, let's do Chaui. Okay, there we go. This is the only one that's not a core, which is majority Mozabite. That's okay. Oh, well, I guess... I guess it just ticked over to frickin' Algerian? Yeah, nice. Oh, right, dude, we need to annex Tlemcen. Let's stop all of this shenanigans right here. We still want to improve with Sardinia, though. Tlemcen is good. Start annexation. 770, but it's not really 770 because loyal subjects is temporary. It'll go up to like 900 and something. But that's okay. Yeah, very slow, but at least we got the university coming along soon, so we'll be good. 11th most powerful country in the world. I mean, we are looking good, man. We are looking good. Population-wise, we'll get up to 3 mil once we annex Tlemcen. So, won't be bigger than Spain or France or Egypt. Or, you know, the guys that I can see over here, but those guys aren't really relevant to where we're looking at. Yeah, nice. You know, obviously, if we wanted to do more expanding, boys, by now we could have, like, eaten up Morocco, or if we wanted to keep these subjects and whatnot, expand, you know, down here, but... Yeah, I just don't see the point in doing so far off stuff, man. I'd rather focus on, you know, like, the core of what we need, and, you know, just build that up, do the cultures, do the religions, as opposed to just expanding over here. Don't get me wrong, the Moroccan land is actually really good. We'll be able to get the Fez market as well. But, yeah, this is, like, semi-tall, you know? Oh. I thought this could happen, and I was kind of secretly hoping for it, because I wanted kind of like an endgame, a real endgame boss, not talking about Aragon. Naples, as everyone knows, is, like, really powerful, and they've decided to go for Sicily. Or maybe not, what is this? Yeah, the Naples-Sicily war, but then they also are allied to Provence in the anti-Provence coalition. Interesting. Another gov reform right here. Obviously, royal decree would be awesome because we need more crown power. Oh. What? They are in the HRE, but now... Oh, dude, power struggle. Hell yeah. Right on time, man. Right on time. That's so good. Fabricate CB, Corsica. Doesn't matter what for. We'll just fully vassalize them. And yeah, let's go in immediately, dude. Let's go in immediately. There we go. Let's just get those guys up. Done. I don't think their ally even joined. Nope. Nice. We're good. Cool. That's wrapped up. Ooh. Hard push into Morocco for Castile. They want to take out Granada. Okay, just got the university, finally. I've started the build-up of universities, which is nice. Now we're doing open institutions for education of the elites. Stuff is coming down over here. Tlemcen, yeah. Loyal subjects expired, so now it's 924, if you guys can see right there. So, yeah, definitely gonna take a while to annex these guys. Most of Sicily was chomped by Naples, which, once again, works in our favor, man. That's awesome. Obviously, they have cores on the rest of Sicily, and they still have their Greek subjects, so... Yeah, we can easily fight these guys. The Parliament just went away, by the way. I don't know if they're my rivals still. Let's see. Yeah, they are. We can do destroy enemy on them. Okay, let's start spying on these guys, man. It's a good time to fight them. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is bad, yeah. Aragon has allied Castile, which they usually do. They usually do, honestly. This was probably because Aragon was allied to someone like Navarra or something like that. That's usually why in these latest updates Castile attacks Aragon and Portugal. If these guys don't ally someone like Navarra, Castile won't usually fight them. But this is not good. This is not good because, as we all know, these guys have a mega navy, dude. Have a mega navy. Now, because I've built up so much stuff like the boats and stuff like that, and buildings that don't actually make money, instead just spend money, income is down. We could, of course, build up an even bigger navy, but these guys have navy stuff too, man. We're gonna need heavies too. We're gonna need heavies too. In fact, we need a lot more galleys too. We're not even at frontage. Yeah. Or we link up with France. That's an option, maybe. Probably not, but... Okay, so we got the CB on Sicily. They linked up with Florence in the meantime, but not a problem. Oh, they got quite a lot of troops, man. Do they have professionals? They do. Huh, landing might be tricky, honestly. Landing might be tricky. 1,000 of those are pretty powerful. I'm still doing Renaissance, I think, right? Yeah, but I do actually want all the stuff we're going for right here. Okay, after this, we're gonna go into professional armies, which of course is gonna be very needed. Losing money right now because we're down on stability and legitimacy a little bit, but not a problem. And also because I took out a loan to build this. It was an event. Yeah, let's fight them. Let's fight them. Let's just get these boats together because they're gonna link up anyway. Okay, balanced navy, sure. Declare Sicily. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Let's vassalize these guys. Okay, good. Successful landing. Now we're good. Now we're chilling. Yep. Damn, man, really? 3 freaking forts for this? All right, got easy naval superiority on these guys. A 4th fort? Dude, I looked at them a year ago. It was just the one in Palermo. They're freaking building forts real time, man. Got 0% war score on it because it's show superiority. I don't know if we've had battles. Apparently we've had a bunch of battles and lost them. That's probably the subjects doing stuff. Yeah. All right, just white piece Florence. Is this enough? What? It's not even possible? I know it's like, I know they got a lot of people and it's like, you know, a crazy concentration of provinces and locations here, but no way we can't do this. You're telling me I gotta go all the way to Greece and siege down these forts? Ugh, I already lost a bunch of people to attrition. It's just not possible, man. It's just not possible. It's 144. I full sieged them. That would be a full annex on Sicily right there. But that's possible? What? Yeah, that's everything they have. Well, that shouldn't be like that. I guess it takes into consideration that we'll kinda get their vassals as well. Okay, no point in sieging down freaking Greece. I'm just gonna do this. We're good here. There we go. That's a full annex on Sicily, and I'll just release them again, dude. Of course, I've inherited all of these things right here, which I'm not interested in at all. I am gonna snatch Salona, Malta, away from Salona, and then I'm just gonna release Neopatria, Salona, and Athens. That's awesome. Oh! But first, dude, because we have land over here, we can form freaking Carthage. Hell yeah, 108 out of 105 provinces. You know what? I am gonna do it now. What did this show up? What? Whatever. Oh, I guess it's because I got, like, ahistorical formables on. What do you need for this? To own all of Europe? I guess. Wait, why that? You know, I know it's like, you know, Georgia is kinda in Europe, but I don't know if I agree with that. You know, Anatolia was in Europe in EU4, so, whatever. But I am gonna form Carthage just so we can do it now and experience it instead of waiting until the end when everything's done and then forming Carthage. So, there we go. Let's do it right now. Tunage changes its name to the Sultanate of Carthage. What religion were these guys? Probably some pagan stuff, right? But do we keep the Tunis stuff? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Excellent, excellent. Do we get other stuff retroactively? We should, if we have some. I don't know, I forgot. I gotta say, I like the color. I like the color. I know it's just white, a little bit cooler than cooler in tone than Bulgaria, sort of. Well, it's actually warmer than Austria, so in between Austria and Bulgaria, I guess. But I like that color. Everyone, of course, knows about the historic rivalry between Carthage and Dorpat, so that's why we're gonna rival them. Okay, so on these guys, I can't actually cancel status until 7 more years, which sucks. I don't actually want to have any of them around. Can I... Wait. Oh, they're a vassal of Athens. Oh, I should have taken that too. I should have taken that too. Well, now it's complicated. Okay, now Neopatria is the only one I want to release then. No, they're a vassal of Athens, Dominion of Athens as well. Okay, basically we need to annex Athens just so I can annex Salona, just so I can have Malta, so that I can then give it to Sicily. Either way, create subjects, historical... Kingdom of Sicily. There we go, we're gonna make them a fiefdom. What the hell is going on over here? I'm seeing like a million different boats. Is there a crusade or something? What is this? Twat Castile War? Who the hell is Twat? What? Why? Oh, wait. This might make Castile unlikely to defend Aragon. It's not that close, but it's close-ish. We should keep an eye out on this. And Aragon, I think... Yeah, is a rival. These guys have been here for a while, and they just keep doing this. Are they protecting trade? I don't know what they're doing. Wait, how the hell did I end up with 30 transports? Did I really capture that much? I don't need 30 transports. Now, of course, we also need to examine Naples, because those are only 2 enemies left. So, these guys, are they still at war? Yeah, they are still at war. Castile would still defend. And this is... I mean, damn, Brittany's pretty powerful as well. It would be easier versus Naples. Probably. Got a lot of boats, though. Got a lot of boats. Actually, I shouldn't even be creating this CV. This is a stupid CV for fighting Aragon, especially if they have the alliances. I should just get a regular parliament on this, man. Oh, Athens annexed Salona. Well, that's great. Alright, so I've spent quite some time building up, folks. We're actually losing money right now because we just got a new sultan and dropped legitimacy, but otherwise, obviously, we're good. I've built up a lot of galleys, man. In fact, I've built it up to the frontage, and I've also built up, and this is going extremely slowly because they're so expensive. A little bit. I mean, it's not a little bit, but a standing army. There's not that many regiments. There's like 10 regiments right here, which isn't bad, but obviously I'd love to have it full. So I do feel competent enough to take on both Aragon and Naples. Now, actually, what I was about to say, but it seems it just ended, was France was just fighting Brittany, and Aragon was involved. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, France. What I was about to say is France just fought Brittany. As you can see, let me try and find their truces. Yeah, just fought Brittany, obviously to get them back in as a subject. Aragon was involved in that because they were allied, and I was about to say Aragon might be weakened, but I didn't think they'd be this weakened. Perfect. Yeah, France just made life so much easier for us, bro. They made them break all alliances, right? There's no truce with Aragon. Does Aragon have a truce with Castile? Is it the other way around? How does that work? It was just there. I literally checked it while it was at war, and they were still allied to all of their guys. Either way, doesn't matter. My dilemma was whether to fight Aragon or Naples, because they seemed about the same strength because of the alliance with Castile, but now it's simple, folks. Now it's simple. Perfect. So, there we go. We're going to get the parliament up. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Fabricate CB. We don't want that superiority stuff on either of these guys. We're just going to claim that little bit right there. Take it. Give it to Sardinia. Take this. Release Majorca. It's as simple as that. Okay. We're about to be losing even more money right here. It's all temporary, though. It's okay. Yeah. Let's declare on Aragon. Hell yeah, baby. Actual army, finally. We just nabbed everything. Our subjects are so powerful as well. This is really all I want. Wait, why isn't... What? Oh, Sardinia's not in this war. Sardinia's not actually in this war because... Yeah, they're still in that union. Wow, that's a crazy way that this can work. Still, integration level 0. They can't do anything, but... That's very interesting that they aren't on either side. It doesn't matter. I can just give this to them later. Okay. Did that. Yeah, did that. Dude. Oh, we're a GP. Nice. We just captured so many ships here, probably. Yeah, look, dude. We've captured... Wow. What is this? Yeah, 24 transports is what we captured. We don't need any of them. Let's just detach all of them. Right, mine are still there. Yeah, that's my transports, my lights. They're already willing to accept. Nice. Well, man, that's a load off for sure. There we go. Done with Aragon. Create subjects, historical, Majorca, perfect. Fiefdom, and I'm just gonna give that little bit right there to Sardinia. It's a sorry too, which is nice. Is it still? It started being converted a little bit to Catalan, but we're all good. Nice. Okay, that's done. That's done. That's done. All we need to do is actually grab Malta from Athens to give it to Sicily and conquer this from Naples. All right, back to making money. Also, the problem with Athens is I can't just grab freaking Malta from them, dude. That's literally all I want. Yeah, they added this transfer location to subject, but there's no available targets. Can you tell me why? Of course not. Yeah, I just want to have Malta be owned by Sicily. That's it. That's all I want. But yeah, obviously we know that the Navy is super powerful. Wait, I still got transports there. I don't want no freaking transports, dude. Just get rid of these. Obviously we know that the Navy is super powerful, so the strategy with Naples is simple. Just move the proper army onto Sicily, declare the war. We need to blockade them here and beat their ass if they try to land is the thing. I need more boats then. Because I can't do both manually, right? Manually, I'll never be able to catch their boats because they're so quick. The only way their boats can be prevented from landing is if I tell these guys automatically to hunt navies. But I also need someone to block here, because if Naples does walk in with their freaking 60k, out of which, how many are professionals? 6k. You know what? My regulars can beat their regulars, because the cavalry of these Maghrebi guys is way more powerful than the European one. Also, I got heavy cavalry. I'm running men-at-arms with heavy cavalrymen, so the entire army is heavy. We got manpower and money to build it up a little bit more. Obviously, in the meantime, don't think we've been doing nothing, boys. Control is really good, especially along the coast and in the capital region. Obviously, it's hard to push into here because, you know, the terrain is just like that. Well, actually, no, the terrain isn't that bad. There should be mountains here, shouldn't there? What? How do you go on this map? Either way, whatever. Yeah, I've been building up roads. We got them probably almost everywhere, but still, you know, we can only do so much. I also upgraded a bunch more locations. As you can see, got temples probably in a lot of them. Universities probably in a lot of them as well. Libraries and stuff like that. So, you know, we're doing internal management as well. It's easy when we're only this big, right? We've been integrating Clemson for so long. It's a little more than halfway there now. 537 out of 930. So, yeah, looking pretty good. Internal management is pretty good. Number 8, great power too. Population is 2.66 million. We'll get up to like almost 4 when we annex Clemson, which is dope. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. What is Naples up to? Not much. Now, something I do want to say, because you guys know I'm annexing Athens, is that's actually pretty stupid, because we're making quite a lot of money from Athens. In fact, we're making the most money from Athens out of any subject. So when we annex them, not only are we going to not make that 15 ducats that we make from them, but I'm also not going to re-release them again. I'm just gonna, I don't know, sell this to like, well, definitely not Achaia, but like Ottomans or Serbia or someone, right? So the things I do when I'm set on the borders that I'm gonna take, it's obviously so not optimal, man. But we got the Italian wars right now, which, shoot, I was reading something about this in the diaries. They should kind of work. It's been so long since I've seen them, though, because usually Naples owns all of this by the end. We got the French League, Iberian League. First Italian is Naples. Second Italian is Milan and them. And third Italian is, I don't know, Pink Boys. Huh. What can I do with this? Oh, I can't. You need to be Spain, France, or in Italy. Oh, dude, now I see those. So look, when researching, we got breadbasket of Rome for plus 30% olives. And I was trying to figure out where that is. And we have, wait, how do we have 95 out of 93 in the Age of Tradition? So yeah, 2 things must have been added there. Yeah, 2 things that we did. There they are. Merchant Legacy and Breadbasket of Rome. So these are Carthage things that were added. And yeah, they just get added back to whatever you've researched and you've got to do them again. I actually like that quite a lot. I actually like that. Okay, once again, losing a lot of money because we're low on stat, but we finally annexed Athens. Sure made some great money off of them, but I said what I said at the start. I said what I said at the start. There we go. We're giving Sicily, well, we're giving Malta over to Sicily. So now taking a look at it like this. You know, I don't like these maps where you can't see yourself. There we go. And I'm just gonna, let's see. Do you guys want to buy something? Do you guys want to buy something? Might as well make a little money off of it. All right, just sold all of that to Negroponte and Serbia. Made some decent money, honestly. Okay, but now that that's all done, we can, yeah, we can move forward with our plan versus Naples. Just gonna wait for the next parliament because, oh no, wait, actually, we got follow through on threat, which would be nice for, on behalf of Sicily, for what? Val di Damena. Yeah, that's doable. Got 2 forts over here. I probably should put down some cannons. I am gonna take out loans for that, if I'm being honest. Just to siege them down at least a little bit faster. Land here. Keep landing, everyone. Try and beat their ass. Try and beat their ships. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too crazy. Burgundy's here, which was formed by Provence, so they're actually gonna get involved and be annoying. Navally, they're no match. Navally, they're no match. I got more regulars, and they're more powerful. Yeah, we got this. Okay, follow through on threat is until 76. And then we got the other one. Claims. Till when? We don't know. It doesn't say it here. We should get a move on. Well, troops are there. Forts are up. Yeah. Final wartime, boys. It doesn't matter which one of these we use. There we go. And there's our declaration versus our endgame boss, Naples. Yeah. They're pretty strong, they're pretty powerful, they can get up a lot of levies. I'll get up all the levies too, we'll move them over here. Let's just get these guys, tell them to hunt navies. Dude, all around, honestly. No, not in the Baltic, yeah, all around. And we move in. Okay, took ages to move the levies here because, you know, obviously we don't have the technology for auto transport sometimes. Sieging this down. They've pulled their entire army out. They don't outnumber me, surprisingly. Well, Tlemcen brings in a lot of troops, that's why. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. What the hell? Oh, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but navally, I'm absolutely crushing them, dude. We've had 18 battles. They're all coastal ones, except for the ones that I've lost, obviously. These guys are still doing their thing. That's the only stack that crossed over, so yeah. You know, while we're doing this war, I just gotta say, that's a really good model. They look so much better now than when the game started, or at least this guy. I bet if I go to England... Yeah, look, that's such a horrible model, dude. Yeah, French guy is pretty bad, too. That guy's good. This guy's horrible. He's good. He's horrible. Yeah, you know, it's something about these wider faces and those eyes that make these just uncanny. That guy's pretty good. That guy's horrible. 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 That guy's decent. That guy's horrible. Yeah, look, when they have, like, the wide face, they just look really bad. That guy's actually really good. I don't know why I'm talking about character models. Yeah, that's a really good one right there. That guy's awesome, too. All of these are pretty good right here. Yeah, it's something when they make that you know, the lower face wide. It just makes them weird for me for some reason. See, that guy's kind of cool. Yep, good right there. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. But yeah, usually, like, the English guys are, you know... pretty bad models for some reason. And they're willing to give it up. There we go. Nice. Transfer that to Sicily. Transfer that to Sicily. Transfer that to Sicily. Done. War reps. Money. Oh, that's a lot of money. And nice war reps too, because we are bleeding money right now, obviously, because I maxed out Diplo spending just so we eat these guys up faster. We're at 740 out of 954, so that'll be done pretty quickly. But there we go. We've wrapped up all the wars, and we officially own everything we wanted to own as the Sultanate. Well, I didn't know we were going to be the Sultanate, but as the Sultanate of Carthage. I'm actually going to wait to annex Tlemcen to see if our name is better and stuff like that. But there we go. Levies disbanded. Let's get the troops back home. And we'll be chilling. So we're just chilling, focusing on paying off some loans and looking at the control map mode when I saw this, and I immediately knew the game built a local governor for me, man, which is pretty cool. You know, I was gonna build it myself, but the game decided to build it there for me. I guess I'm gonna trust that and, you know, assume that's the best location. So that's pretty awesome. This is what control is looking like, and proximity as well. Naval ones, obviously, we can't build because they're not, you know, they need to be not connected via land. So if we, you know, had annexed our subjects, we could have built one elsewhere, but even then, it doesn't matter, man. Sicily and Sardinia are so close to the capital right here, which, you know, I don't know if I pointed this out. I don't think I did, but obviously it's changed its name once we formed Carthage. It's so close to where it's not that relevant. If we had something like Genoa, maybe, you know, sure. But, yeah, aside from that, no. Or does it only need to be on an island? I don't know. And there we go, folks. After a very, very long time, we finally annexed our massive subject of Tlemcen. Let's see what we got cores on. So we got cores on some of the stuff on Algerian. We just need to accept Zenati. I think it's going to be extremely cheap. Yeah, only 0.15. So let's check it out now. I do want to have everything cored up over here. Taking a look at that. Wait, is it not Zenati? Oh, I just tolerated it, I guess. Okay, need prestige. There we go, just accepted Zenati by investing in culture, and we have gotten cores on almost everything we took from Tlemcen, except for these Moroccan provinces, which I thought, honestly, they were going to convert by now, but I guess they haven't. It's not a big deal. We can't do Moroccan because there's, well, not enough Moroccan. So there we go, folks. I mean, we did what we set out to do. You know, we conquered all of the stuff that we wanted to conquer. We formed Carthage, and honestly, we played as Carthage for, I would say, what, 40% of the video, something like that. I did originally want to integrate all of these guys over here as well, but I've literally been playing all day, boys, and, you know, just with how long Tlemcen took, I'm not just gonna sit around and, you know, wait to annex these guys when there's nothing else we really want to do. But yeah, ended up number 7 on the Great Powers list, man, which is honestly awesome. 4.4 million people, making an absolute frick ton of money. Really, really powerful navy with all of the Tunis and Carthage stuff that we got going on. At this point, you know, we can build up an even bigger army, frontage filled up and stuff like that. And honestly, man, after beating Naples' ass, there's nothing that can stop us. You know, if it wasn't a focused conquest game, by now, you know, we would have taken over this area, Western, well, you know, we could have really expanded into Western Sahara and Sahara Oases as well. Maybe, well, I don't want to fight Egypt, I can't be bothered, but expanded further, you know, into Iberia. I don't know if you can form... You probably can't form Andalusia as Carthage, can you? Yeah, it doesn't matter, but, you know, we set out to do everything that we wanted to do, and honestly, we focused up on our own land as well. Control is looking real good. As you can see, we've built up roads in most of our country, making nice money. This is what the, you know, the urbanization map mode looks like. This is the cultures map mode. Everything is accepted, of course, except for that Moroccan bit right here. Almost everything that we own, there we go, about 51% Tunisian right now, but we just got in so many Zenati people. 99.71% Sunni. And yeah, that's what it's looking like, man. And not even that much tribesmen, honestly. We've been, you know, getting them and reducing them all the time. So it's looking really, really good. Honestly, a really fun game, man. I've been wanting to do one of these, you know, ahistorical formidable countries for a while. I just keep, you know, getting into other stuff. But let me know in the comments, well, what other ahistorical formables like this you would like to see me do. I don't exactly know which ones there are in the game, but I definitely need to take a look at that. So yeah, this was a pretty fun playthrough, man. Pretty fun playthrough. That's why I waited to play Tunis. I knew I wanted to do this as them as opposed to the regular Tunis stuff. So it's been pretty awesome. But now, after playing a video game all day, I think it's time for me to relax and play a video game for my own entertainment. It's time for a little New Vegas, baby. That's right, I'm playing it for the first time. Now, at 28 years old, I know it's embarrassing, but yeah, 30 hours in, level 20, and I just got to New Vegas, so it's pretty fun, but more on that never. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like. More cool playthroughs like this coming along. Subscribe if you haven't already, it really does help out a lot, but yeah, I've been yapping enough. My legs hurt, my throat hurts. It's time to go chill. That's it for me for now. See you next time.